Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. Sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we got another DDG Halle Bailey video because DDG has sent out his enforcers, like DJ AKADEMIKS, who has a large platform, like his older brother Dubs, who is picking apart the court documents, y'all. But they're not only picking apart the court documents, they're attacking anybody who is in support or defends Halle Bailey, right? So we got DJ AKADEMIKS, who's upset with Melissa Ford because she was on the Joe Budden podcast defending Halle Bailey and everything else. So he's got like a whole 10-minute, clip from their show trying to accuse Melissa Ford of spreading misinformation and all of this and all of that. We got DDG's brother, who is on his platform, who is going through court documents, talking about how he didn't know what the word enjoin mean, and he only had a 1-point-something GPA, so he's not even smart enough to do X, Y, and Z. Meanwhile, he is still continuing to be in violation of what Halle Bailey is saying, which is, y'all are continuing to harass her, y'all are continuing to talk about her, y'all are continuing to talk about her son Halo. Y'all are continuing to talk about the legal case, which is what she does not want. But y'all don't listen. Y'all hard-headed. Y'all are hard-headed. Y'all don't listen. Y'all don't want to follow any rules. Y'all can't keep Halle's name or the situation out your mouths. Make it make sense. While DDG is out on dates with India Love, having, sipping pates in the middle of the night and all this and that, and trying to vibe and bond over So Sick. So I see India Love, now she's moved on from Duke Dennis once all of these baby mamas came out and started fighting. But now you want to go in the ring with DDG, and he's got this very public custody situation, restraining orders and everything else going on, and public attacks, exposing of text messages that another streamer that was also at Streamer University, Lala, got caught astray. You want to get entangled with that, India. You want to get anything for clicks and views, right? You want to get entangled, especially with your history. You want to get entangled. Make it make sense. So we have that. We have DDG's brother calling Halo hideous, you guys. Calling him hideous because in one of the text messages that was leaked, here is DDG's brother concerned about the appearance and what his nephew looks like. Talking about, this is the most hideous picture I've ever seen of the child and all of this and all of that. And I know the DDG, not the DDG, the DDG crew, the Doodoo Garbage crew, they're going to come in my comments and be like, Anonymous Tea, it was just a joke. We don't joke like that, y'all. You listen, you may, listen, I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all, right? Even if it's a friend or a family member or whatever, right? You might have issues or whatever else, but you talk about those issues as an adult, right? But coming for an innocent child's looks, isn't it? It's not funny. Because that's telling me how you really feel, right? And all jokes have a little bit of truth to that. Any comedian will tell you that. All jokes have a little bit of truth to it. There is a reason they're saying the things that they're saying. Either it is their personal views or their personal experience. There is a reason. There are specific jokes they put out there for a reason. Because they either personally feel that way or they personally went through it or know somebody that did, right? So AKADEMIKS posts the other tweet, which is he took a screenshot of the court documents, right? And said, someone send this to Melissa Ford. Halle Bailey took an unalive pill to try to get rid of Halo, right? So they're really pushing this, right? They're really pushing this. And to me, it's irrelevant because Halo's almost 2 years old. So whatever you think you do know or don't know, it's not relevant to the situation at hand because Halo is here. All this is a smear campaign against Halle Bailey. So it's contradictory in the court document page that DJ AKADEMIKS is even referencing, because here's the thing. On one account, it says that he's making an allegation on or about June 6th of 2023 alleging that Halle had contacted him complaining that she was bleeding and in pain, and in his effort to assist, he contacted her OBGYN and learned that the petitioner had attempted to unalive the baby but failed to take the second unalive dose. Now, here's the thing. You're trying to tell me that you can willy-nilly call somebody's OB and get information on a patient, and they're just allowed to be in HIPAA violation. They're just allowed to be in HIPAA violation and everything else, right? And just reveal whatever you want to hear over the phone. Is that what y'all trying to tell me? When there was just a nurse that was just fired for doing med passes on TikTok and saying patients' names and information and everything else? You're trying to tell me you can just willy-nilly call the doctor's office, ask about Halle Bailey's medical condition and everything else, and whether or not she tried to unalive the baby. But here's the thing. You go down one or two more sentences, right? And you say that, I spoke to the petitioner and asked why she would unalive our child after we had agreed to co-parent together. And it says the petitioner threatened me by demanding that we reconcile or she would go through with the unaliving, right? So this technically it didn't, like, what are we doing? What are we doing, you guys? Like, this is the narrative that y'all want, right? And so you're saying this was the most troubling of her attempts to coercively control me. But who's controlling who? Who's controlling who? Who's manipulating who? Who's trying to convince the court of public opinion that Halle Bailey is some monster? And again, all this stuff, whether it is true or not about the unalive situation, is irrelevant to me because Halo is here. Halo is here and almost 2 years old. So you put that information out there and you know one day your child's going to see all this. Make it make sense. But again, it's like they're not happy about the support Halle Bailey's receiving. They're not happy that there are people who will defend Halle Bailey, and they're not happy that people see through the scheme. People see through the games and the manipulation because either they've been through a situation like this before and dealing with a narcissist and dealing with somebody who wants to manipulate situations, and then when it doesn't go their way, just completely blast you onto the public platforms and smear and slander your name, right? Or they know somebody who has gone through this, right? So nonetheless, that is why in the beginning they didn't want Halle to be involved with DDG in the first place, because they knew what he was about. They knew what he was about and they knew what he was going to do, and it is proven everybody right, you guys. Because like I keep saying, while now DDG has his enforcers, DG AKADEMIKS and Dub on the internet and others that are running Halle's name through the mud, that are twisting around these court documents and trying to paint her as a monster and as an evil person and all of this and all of that to make it seem like this is another case in the files of bitter baby mama chronicles, and she's really trying to prevent, you know, DDG from seeing Halo and all this and that, when he's the one that ignores all of her messages and all of her attempts to schedule time for DDG to be with Halo. But like I said, he's not bothered right now because he's out with India Love, right? And there's a big pool party tonight at the Amp House with Kai Cenat and Duke Dennis and everybody. So he's not concerned about Halo right now. He's not concerned, and he hasn't been concerned. It was all just to smear Halle. That's all it was, and try to block her from filming a movie that she has to be on set today for in Italy because the man's significantly better looking than him. So there is that. That is all that I got for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.